Pula Fiji, welcome to Jejemon. A very good evening and namaste to you from whatever part of our beautiful country you are joining me from. And a happy Valentine's Day to you. I hope you were spoiled today, breakfast in bed, chocolates and the works. Now if you're joining me tonight and you come from the province of Ra, Arnayandra to you, all my Turanga and Marama Matangalis, thank you for keeping it Cheche on Jejemon. So our guest tonight is hailed as one of the many legends of rugby. He was born in Johannesburg in the Rainbow Nation of South Africa in 1983 and was part of the Springboks team that won the Rugby World Cup in 2007. Last month, he graced the Coral Coast Sevens in Sigatoka as the tournament's official ambassador, and I was lucky to have sat down with one of my favorite rugby stars to talk about his style, fashion likes, and rugby. Take a look.
I think for 15 years of my life, I was Bryan Habana, the rugby man. I think I'm pretty fortunate that, as much as I understood rugby was a big part of my life, I think for most of my career, I tried to make sure that it wasn't my whole life. I enjoy my family. I enjoy spending time with my family away from the game. I'm pretty private, to be brutally honest. So even though you're in the limelight as lots as famous rugby players are, I think I try to keep my family life and my private life as private as possible, and it's not always easy. So originally I'm from Johannesburg. I grew up in all over, but sort of grew up in the south, which people think is a little bit rough in Johannesburg, and then we sort of moved to the east where my parents are originally from, and then sort of ended up in central Johannesburg, from a schooling point of view, and sort of northern suburbs where everything happens. And it was 21 years old before I made the move out of Johannesburg to Pretoria. I was actually studying at the RAU, the Rand Afrikaans University, or now University of Johannesburg, where I met my now wife. So Johannesburg was very good for us. How did the rugby dream begin? So I'm named after Brian Robson and Gary Bailey, two Manchester United footballing legends. And growing up, soccer was all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to be the next South African import into the English Premier League, and it was the 1995 Rugby World Cup experience. Having never played the game before, even though my dad was a massive Springbok fan, I got taken out of school for the first time ever. We took a road trip down to Cape Town, myself and my dad, and I got to watch the opening game of the Rugby World Cup in 1995, where South Africa played the then world champions Australia. And under this new democracy with white men who probably previously wouldn't have, now wearing the new South African flag painted on their face, and people just coming together and embracing this team that have now taken on this journey of wanting to do the country proud. Being inspired to pick up this dream of wanting to be a Springbok, wanting to do the same that this group of 30 odd men had done. Looking back at my career and trying to highlight one specific highlight is really difficult. I'm unbelievably fortunate that I was a part of some unbelievable stories, success stories, wins, and winning World Cups, winning Tri-Nations, winning RB Player of the Year. But I think for me, getting the opportunity to wear that Springbok jumper for the first time back in 2004, getting to score a try with my first touch in international rugby against the then world champions England at the home of rugby, Twickenham, was incredibly special. I think the only way it could have been better was if we went on to win that game. Unfortunately, we didn't. But getting that opportunity to wear that jersey once and understand that everything you've been through, everything you've had to overcome, all the work you put in, all the sacrifices you've made up to that point, has now come to realization. How do I keep fit? I haven't been keeping fit post-retirement 7 months ago. I'm fairly lucky that I got a very high metabolism. Being a rugby player for 15 odd years, I've got a dodgy old left knee with no meniscus and bone bruising. So trying to get to the gym and doing stuff like rowing, upper body type exercises. I've never been a fan of long distances throughout my career. I was always a fast twitch muscle fiber type person, so anything more than 100 meters is not really my cup of tea. So short interval type training really works well for me. Yeah, to be brutally honest, I'm pretty chilled. I look at a lot of the youngsters nowadays, and given the rise of social media and the need to look good for the public, it's sometimes a little bit beyond me. I've been on a couple of the GQ Best Dressed Men in South Africa awards and stuff like that, but I'm brutally honest, a pretty laid back guy. Don't have many suits in my closet. I've probably got, close on 100 sneakers in my closet, and the more free spirited it is, the easier for me. I do like to get dressed up on the odd occasion when I have to, but generally I'm pretty laid back.
Former Springbok Bryan Habana during his recent trip to Fiji as the official ambassador of the 2019 Carlco Sevens in Sigatoka, and sitting down to an interview with me in Lawaqa Park. A big vinakavakalevu to tournament director Jay White for giving me this opportunity. Now the second part of our interview comes up in our final segment, so keep it locked on the J. Time for a short break. Next, we profile two haute couture collections from the recent haute couture shows in Paris. See you soon.